Hello my amazing artists and welcome to art class. I'm going to show you the procedures of the art room. A procedure is when you do something over and over again, like when you come to the art room. First, I'm going to show you the wrong way to come into art. We don't run, touch the poles, we don't touch the planks, and we don't run ahead of our class. And we should not be entering the room without holding the door. I know everybody knows how to enter the art room the right way. You're walking on the white line. You should be waiting for your teacher to tell you to open the door to the lobby. And if it's your job, hold the door for your class. Once everybody enters the art lobby, this is what it should look like. Again, you do not need to knock on the art room door. I know you're there. When it's your time for art, I will open the door. If it's your job, you're going to hold the art room door open for everybody in your class. See how I push my back against the door so everybody can walk through? Now, new this year, as soon as you enter the art room, I'm going to be standing there with my sanitizer. I'm going to give you one pump in your hand, and you're going to rub your hands together, rub your fingers together, get in between your fingers, and make sure that you dry your hands off to get all the germs off. Now you're going to do this as you walk to your chair. As soon as you sit down, you can grab one whiteboard and one marker, and you're going to do something called an art start. Look up on the board for the topic of your art start. Now the topic for this example is to draw a landscape. So while I'm sanitizing the hands of your classmates, I want you guys to do an art start. Stop and clear off your board with your felt eraser when you hear the bell, and put the board back where you got it, and then show me the Mona Lisa. Show me you're ready to start art. As you remember from last year, when the teacher says Mona, the students say Lisa, and the students' eyes should be on the teacher. The lips should be zipped. Their hands should be folded and free of any art supplies. That means not touching anything on your table and showing me that you're ready for the next direction. After I've presented the lesson to you, it's time for you to do your art job. It's a little different this year. There's only 2 people per table, so one person's the supply grabber and returner, and the other person is art storage and clean crew. Let's talk about what these jobs look like. Supply grabbers are going to do the same thing as they did last year, but they just need to make sure that they're standing on the piece of tape 6 feet away from the other supply grabber. When the other person has left, then they can pick up their art supplies and bring them to their table. Let me tell you about the Happy Sad board, class stickers, and timer. All 3 of these items are kept on or near my desk. The Happy Sad board we'll talk more about in a little bit. That goes along with earning your class sticker. But the timer is a great tool. I can set the time so you know how long you have left in art to create. When the buzzer goes off, that means it's time to stop and clean up. New this year is something called Sketchbook Town. We'll get more into it at another art class, but this is where Sketchbook Town is in the art room. One bookshelf is for art supplies for your sketchbook, and the other is where your sketchbooks will be kept. During this video, it wasn't set up yet. But up on the top, I started to collect some items that you can use to create in your sketchbook, as well as the how to draw books. And like I said, we will go over what this is at another time. At the end of art, it's cleanup time. Everybody's responsible for cleaning up their own mess, but supply returners are the same people that brought the supplies to the table at the beginning of art. The supply returners return the supplies back from where they got them. But the art storage and clean crew person has to clip all the papers at the table, push their chair in, find their class drawer, store the art, and then go back to the table, and if there's any scrap paper, pick that up and bring it over to the trash can. I have 2 large trash cans in the art room. And then return back to their seat. Check the art table bin to make sure there's no trash in it. And then just wait for directions. Now if we're painting, there's a little difference to how the cleanup crew cleans up. On the far left side of the art buffet is where the messy materials sink is. Just place the used paint trays and the dirty water right inside that sink, and I will wash it out later. Let's review how to wash your hands if we've been painting. Over by the door that you came in, on the floor, you will see pieces of tape that are 6 feet away from each other. Please wait on a piece of tape until it's your turn to go to the sink. I have another short video that goes into more detail on how to wash your hands at the hand washing sink. But please remember to stay 6 feet away from people when you are in this area. Thank you for listening and paying attention. Now let's get creating.